Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my dear friends. Welcome to the Poetry Reading with Friday Audience, a place where poets gather to share their minds and thoughts. I see the yes, beautiful Swarna smiling. Yeah, I can see. Yes, thank you. Please, let's begin our show by welcoming Richard to present his poem. Please welcome Richard. Unmute your mic, Richard. Unmute.
There we go. My mouse is toggles twice sometimes. It's a wonderful thing to be with these so many fine international poets. I'm going to read a piece about an adventure called "The Boy with a Giant Fork," Part 2. With all those brothers and sisters too, young Master Tom felt he was kind of in a zoo. No matter what, no matter where, he never thought he got his lawful share. And whether in a high chair or down at the picnic, he never thought he got his share. He found that more than sickening. Even at school in the cafeteria, darn near drove him mad. He sizzled in a kind of frenzy of hysteria. He was a slow, picky eater. That much was true. He could picture himself like some animal crouching, caged, and pacing in a zoo. They'd toss a small proportion on the floor of his cage. It never seemed enough. It put him in a rage. And then, when he finally looked up after clearing his plate, every serving plate was empty. It put him in a state. At night, he would dream of a special dinner where he was in charge, where he was the winner. He'd use it on turtle meat, he'd use it on fish. He'd use it on every kind of spicy gold-dern dish. If it was his wish, he'd use it on cake, he'd use it on jelly, why, he'd use it on monkey meat. He was that kind of fella. He'd reach across the table to fill his plate to overflowing. He'd spear any kind of food before anyone else was knowing. He'd snatch olives, he'd spear pickles. He'd reach across the whole dining room with that great big old fork, and now he was able. He'd use it on breakfast, he'd use it on dessert. By gosh, he'd use it always by his side, he'd do his work. Heck, you could ask Sid or even Clyde. It would be remarkable the food he'd gather. He could spear it from across the room. He no longer needed a ladder. Why, he'd build a mountain on his plate and everyone would know he's great. He'd never again go hungry, not on Thursday, Friday, or even Monday. Did it concern him at all that he'd get more than his share? Or after all those piles of food, he might need a stronger chair? Would he ever have enough? Did it ever have any meaning, even after he piled his plate all the way up to the ceiling?
Yeah, now that he listened to you, he never gonna go hungry, undoubtedly. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Richard with his witty, outpouring. Please give a
I
round of
missed the first part. What was he talking about? A creature?
No, he was talking about it's about a giant fork. And with this
Oh, okay.
giant fork, he felt he could get his share. And
Ah.
it's really a poem about greed.
Yeah, you got me with that one.
that's the way you put it, man. Come on. Please welcome Deena Padayachee, Dr. Deena Padayachee.
Good day, everybody. Yeah, it's a great honor and privilege to be among all of you, regulars, and it's lovely to be able to speak out again to you in a way that I often can't back home. I'm in Durban, South Africa. Okay, I'm going to start with a little quotation which goes like this. After the imperialists had departed, we realized that they had left themselves inside our curricula. We loved them so much. They were in our books, and they were in the extravagance of our parliaments and the not so nice things about our constitutions. Okay, the poem itself is called The Evil in the Eyes. It's very short. It's been published many times in Glow Mag and Quick Fox Publishing in South Africa, believe it or not. It goes like this. You color your eyes so when you gaze at us, you see something less than human. But the only evil in our skins, dear Violet, is the evil in your eyes. Thank you.
My God, brilliant, brilliant, sir. Brilliant. If you could present a small one,
Another one.
another one, yeah, small piece, but
Okay.
short, so that
This
is
one is, okay, again, anti-imperialist. They owned our land, they owned our wealth, they owned the guns, they owned the law. They owned our bodies, they owned many of our soldiers, the thugs, the traitors, our academics, our lives. They owned the religions, but they didn't own the minds of all of us. There were still millions willing to liberate themselves, even at the cost of their only lives. And so, with minds somewhat free of their sly shackles, through the incinerating gauntlet of hundreds of years of torture, theft, torment, terror, humiliation, incarceration, and murders, the world became a little freer. Thank you.
They didn't, bind our minds, control our minds, or can't control our minds. Indeed, we should be Dutch It's like, thank you, sir. That was Dina with his two short pieces. They're powerful, addition. Please give a round of applause. Please welcome Ray. We take care from Colorado. Hi, Ray. Please unmute.
Okay, good. Hi, good morning, everyone from Colorado. And I deeply appreciate being here today. I really, I'm just so pleased to see all the international faces here. I'm going to start up with an epitaph, and then I have two short poems that I'd like to do. But the epitaph is from 1968 here in my country. I just want to do God's will. And he has allowed me to go up to the mountain. I've looked over and seen the promised land. I may not get there with you. And I want you to know that we as a people will get to the promised land, from Dr. Martin Luther King in 1968. I have two pieces that one of them is called American Beauty. And as many of you know, I'm deeply involved with the natural world. So this speaks to that. Full light now. The questions of half-light are done. The elk I was watching on the mountainside opposite have moved off their breakfast of aspen leaves. The light continues to play its tricks. Clouds play the game too. Shadows dapple the mountain, joined by a green hummingbird, now close enough to see his wing beats a blur. Changed by the light games, he appears a Merlin magic, flitting from wild rose flowers that surround my camp. Roaring the snow melt water courses by just down from camp. No swirling mist like from Walden's pond, seeing the water drops midair off a midstream rock, dancing, frozen in time's vision. A granite cliff on my side of the river reflects the sunlight, a possibility of newness, one that has been seen for perhaps 1,000,000 years. It is a beauty, this American Colorado morning. The wildness gives a rare cream, a strength of rebirth, that of obligation. We move into that grace with gratitude. Thank you.
That was Ray with his beautiful imagery, all brings out from Colorado. He always, visits like forest and all wilderness. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends.
Thank you.
Please
Do I have
welcome.
time? No, not time for the second one. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Oh, okay. It's not long. This one's called Dawn's Early Light. Kind of thematic with the other, but definitely different. Every gray in the spectrum is present. Clouds move into their ochres. The stream turns from only a quiet noise in the dark into a wanderer in silver clothes moving. The birds begin to make a few songs, perhaps complaining about the coolness. A meadow turns from gray to green again. There is more light to stumble by. with bare feet. Toes register that cool, and the brain's not awake enough to care. Coffee tastes the best now of any other part of the day. Mule deer move through the glen, wishing for the fleeing dark. The distant clouds riotous now. Each minute there is new pinks, reds, and even more faded grays. What is happening is as if the daffodil blooms in spring. The constructs of humans belong to yesterday. More possibility exists this time than last night. Thank you very much.
Wow, wow, excellent. Right. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was really, as I said, wonderful message. Please welcome Dr. Manatita Acharya, Latin career.
Thank you. Let's bring up a poem here. A dedication to peace. If there is to be peace in the world, there must be peace in the nations. If there is to be peace in the nations, there must be peace in the cities. If there is to be peace in the cities, there must be peace in the neighborhood. If there is to be peace in the neighborhood, there must be peace in the home. If there is to be peace in the home, there must be peace in the heart. Lao Tzu. A moment's peace. A moment's peace edifies the spirit, sharpens the intuition, and calms the heart. Like an ascending dove, it sails on the wings of love, flying above the storms of life. A moment's peace is blessed above all else and fills my core with perennial sweetness. Taking away my copious tears, it embraces me with its nectar rays. A moment's peace gladdens the emotions and eradicates anxiety. It fills my soul with heavenly joy, alleviating the magnitude of my earthly struggles. A moment's peace brings forth a carousel of new tomorrows. It frees me from a flood of worldly thoughts and destroys the rust of my unhappiness. A moment's peace has the vivacity of a lion, yet is meek as a lamb. It grants me the grace of inward vision, delights in the sovereign good above all visible and invisible things. A moment's peace is contented with little, feels more exalted to give than to receive. It soars on a fusion of ardent love and is most precious when preserved in silence. A moment's peace shares in the richness of my happiness and knows the fullness of heaven. It descends like the dew, adds sparkle to the excellence of each new dawn. A moment's peace evokes from deep within deeds inspired by love. It arouses the beauty of the heart, enlightens the understanding, and dispels like smoke the seeds of grief. A moment's peace has the innocence of a child's smile. It kindles the light of benevolence, a gift of the beloved's love supreme. A moment's peace, like the newborn, cradles in its mother's arms, can and shall make this world beautiful. A moment's peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Om. London Carrier, thank you.
A moment of peace. Give it up for Acharya. What a brilliant piece there. What a brilliant piece. Very subtle, smooth, beautiful message. Excellent.
Beautiful poem, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please welcome Gopal, Mr. Colonel Gopal Purdhani, please.
Namaskar, Prasanna ji. Thank you very much for giving me a chance after great English poems by great poets, the chance. And At the last post said, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I'm also going to speak something in the most interesting form of Indian poetry. In that, first of all, I'm going to recite a few four-liners called rubai or katar. मेरा पहले रुबाई है कि आसान जिंदगी को मुश्किल न बनाओ, आसान जिंदगी को मुश्किल न बनाओ, ना डरो किसी से, ना किसी को डराओ। इन रॉकेट मिसाइलों की जरूरत ही क्या है, इन रॉकेट मिसाइलों की जरूरत ही क्या है, ये बात समझ लो खुद भी और औरों को समझाओ, ये बात समझो खुद भी औरों को समझाओ। एक और छोटा कथा है फोर लाइनर कि माफ करना हमारे दिल की ये हिमाकत है। हिमाकत का मतलब होता है जानबूझकर गलती करना, बहुत बड़ी गलती। माफ करना हमारे दिल की ये हिमाकत है, गलती पर गलती करना इंसान की आदत है। क्या करें दिल एक जगह टिकता ही नहीं, हमारी वक़्त से ज्यादा ये जरूरत है, हमारी वक़्त से ज्यादा ये जरूरत है। एक और छोटा सा फोर लाइनर है कि सभी जगह नफरत ही नफरत मची हुई है, सभी जगह नफरत ही नफरत मची हुई है, शुक्र करो कुछ तो इंसानियत बची हुई है, आखिरी सांस ले रहे हैं अच्छाई वाले लोग, आखिरी सांस ले रहे हैं अच्छाई वाले लोग, मौत जाने किस पल में छुपी हुई है, मौत जाने किस पल में छुपी हुई है। और एक और पेश करूंगा मैं, छोटी सी गजल, बहुत कम शेर हैं इसमें, लेकिन कृपा करके समझें कि आंख बंद करके देखा तो खुदा नजर आया, आंख बंद करके देखा तो खुदा नजर आया, आज फिर लौट के मैं अपने घर आया, आज फिर लौट के मैं अपने घर आया। कि जिसको समझते थे हम मंजिल अपनी, दरअसल वो बीच एक मोड़ था जो बीच डगर आया, और जिंदगी तेरे बगैर भी हम काटते थे, दरअसल जीने का ना हमें नजर आया। तो हम तो इंसानों की बस्ती में ढूंढते रहे, हम तो इंसानों की बस्ती में खोजते रहे, हमें इंसान ना कोई नजर आया, हम तो इंसानों की बस्ती में खोजते रहे, हमें इंसान ना कोई नजर आया। तो आखिरी शेर है, वो तो महकता था, महकता का मतलब होता है बार, जहाँ पर शराब मिलती है, शराब खाना, वो तो महकता था जहाँ कुछ इंसान मिले, वो तो महकता था जहाँ कुछ इंसान मिले, जहाँ मालिक को मैं झुककर सजदा कर आया, जहाँ मालिक को मैं झुककर सजदा कर आया, ना मंदिर ना मस्जिद, भगवान हर जगह है। नमस्कार, थैंक यू।
क्या कि आपने यार इंसानी के एक बस्ती में इंसानों को खोजता रहा पर इंसान नहीं मिला। बहुत बहुत को प्लीज give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was so brilliant and profound renditions by Dr. Colonel Gopal Purdhani. Please welcome Isabell VanMerlin.
धन्यवाद।
Oh my goodness. Namaskar, everyone. Yes, it's good to be here. This piece, Lantern Carrier. I wish I knew the woman that you wrote your piece about. I don't I don't think I'm included in that group of women. But thank you. Thank you. Who are we that we call ourselves humans? Should we not be better called predators? What happened to the eons of time and place when we were peons of one face and race? Are we afraid of losing our identity? And can you remind me again of just what that is? I think I've spent the last umpteen years trying to figure out what I is. And what does it matter? We aren't matter at all. We are spirit. We are colons. We are crystal balls. No more real than insurance, health or not. We're national debt, the ink still wet, that covers the paper of our imagined reality. Imagining the harm that one person can do, who probably, in reality, can't tie his own shoe. But the ink's not real, forming all these words, these concepts, these pictures of dread, with no more life than one who is dead. That concept never possible in spirit. It doesn't translate to grit. How do we rise above material forms, these unsolid rocks, round or sharp, but filled as crocks with spirit divine? No need for helium, nitrous, cannabis, or LSD to find the light switch in the cavernous darkness within you and me. Get rid of the fear, false evidence appearing real. Do you think real is really real? I'd say go fishing and use that reel. Look in his eyes or hers, in the mirror at your own. Don't let the color distract from that spirit within. You are the one. I am too. Sally makes three, and the universe includes every tree. What are the details, differences between you and me? There are none. There are none. Only and one are we. Connect hearts and spirits. Forget hands and feet. Just entrain with the one universal beat. You can say it's hogwash. Of course, this is real. Once this life is over, to whom can you appeal? Who'll make the call? We'll just be part of a huge factory recall. Again, not to worry, no amount of earth can bury the spirit that you have, which I have too. The spirit that will carry all of us through forever and ever, every day, the same for the new you I am. Forgive your enemies, yourself, those whom you fear. Replace fear with cheer. They just might turn around and buy you a beer. How do you place value on what you really hold dear? Think of who's holding us and ask, why is it we question anything at all? Thank you.
That's a masterpiece. That's a masterpiece. And the moon
And
sees
this is
everything in the
from
dark.
our book. Okay. Thank
You
you.
are the one, and I'm the one too. So and the moon sees everything in the dark. Thank you, Isabel, for your love and affection. Thank you for the book, and I got the book as well. Thank you for your honor. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Isabel VanMerlin. Please welcome, first time joining us, uh, Dr. Mrudula Seth, who is a mental health specialist and a writer, as a veteran poet as well. Please welcome Mrudula Seth.
Thank you, Prasanna. Very happy to see the group. This is my first meeting with all. The theme that you had sent was adventure. And I feel that I am not a naturalist, but I try to look into myself. So my adventure is to myself. And the poem I'm going to read is the one that I have written recently. It's My Breath. Best friend, my breath, with me always, everywhere. Hardly notice its presence with me When I'm anxious, it goes fast, as if in haste. It slows down in grief, as if mourning with me. In meditation, slow and steady, assuring me all is well. As friends, we will leave the world together. So that's my one.
Short,
Thank you.
short and sweet piece.
Would you like me to read another one?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So, since I work in the area of mental health, this one is Mind My Friend. When part of you becomes alien, unfamiliar to self, when mind, your best friend, becomes aloof, your foe, when mind, your guiding force, misguides and turns back on you, when mind does not stop your palate relishing food, when mind does not prevent your thoughts going astray, when mind drifts away from reality, changing perceptions, then your very own seem distant, aloof, and unfriendly. Dear God, help my mind feel grateful for all I have, to be my everlasting, endearing friend and companion. Help me overcome fear of losing my mind. Thank you.
That's indeed a nice prayer, and how for health, mental health is very much important. And May month is celebrated as Mental Health Month. And thank you for working towards the mental health and improvement for the people and the affected man. Thank you for joining. Hope you would join. Likewise, and we'll be looking forward. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. First time is so joining Dr. Raghunandan BR.
Hello, Prasanna ji.
There, please. Go ahead.
Okay.
Kannada poem. Yes.
Do you want Kannada poem?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I read my English translation, then I'll read one Kannada. Okay. It's a great opportunity to me. This is first time I'm going to read poem in this online portal. My poem, when a huge tree falls, traces disappear as day pass. A blade of grass does not depart, even when pulled out, not dying if burnt. When a man's life is on the raft rather than drawing, when the raft overturns in the wind, even when hurricane blows, not falling, bending. Make me like the dry grass sprouting again. Make me like a dry grass sprouting again. Shweta's adored Guru. Shweta's adored Guru. Fruit that cannot be eaten, a diamond ring that cannot be worn, silken cloths that cannot be warm. That is the infant. When a demon makes it smile, the child of universal smiles. In the lisping words spoken, an era of emotion, embrace, like the touch of Bakula. Unobtained for crores and crores, a smile is epic. Speech is not strung with pearls with vachana, with child beside. A poet is child, the child is a poet. Showing from a little, a millennium, a grand universe if infant of the earth does not float in the Milky Way? Isn't the earth is empty? Shweta's adored guru. Thank you so much.
A poet is a child and a child is a poet. Please present your Kannada poem as well, sir, please. And it's such an honor to be having you on the dais.
Okay. Just a minute. Prasanna, I take one Kannada poem. Please, I'll read again. Please give me chance to others.
Yeah, sure. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Raghunandan. Please welcome my long-time friend, Marissa Prada.
Yeah. I'll read on Kannada poem. Give me some 5 to 10 minutes. Next, I'll read. Okay.
Marissa, you're up.
It's like my computer doesn't want me to unmute. How many pieces would you like, Prasanna?
You can go most of, at most 2, maximum 2.
Okay. Sounds good. I've got 2 pieces for you. One is brand new and one is semi-new. This is titled Somewhere, and I do apologize. Like, I'm just waking up today, so I haven't used my voice yet, and my voice is a little scratchy anyway. Okay, this is titled Somewhere. Somewhere there is a house that dances on a bed of rocky mountain wildflowers, imaginative kaleidoscope landscape where New Mexico winds blow bouquets of juniper and promises through windows born of closed doors and hope that bridged hearts from 2 lives, so separated once together, no earthly force could split. Somewhere there is a house with a wraparound grandma hugging porch that invites joy and courage from memories and hope that cradles hearts from lives once so separated, now stand together so no earthly force dare divide. Somewhere there's a house behind the mind of my eye, where I stand with the third of his name in a kitchen of our creation, making coffee and ginger tea in matching mugs of love, hands together, clapping, praying, hoping, thankful for that one night you told me you had the same dream, that one day there would be a house somewhere where we could become grown and old with peace and love to slowly age together. Now, I find you are gone, and I scrape away for grace in the gratitude, only to find that our somewhere house has burned down, and the charred embellishment of our love was just one woman's dream. As that piece. And then this one, this is brand new. It's titled Horsemanship. My people come from horse people. Horsemanship is a stream of consciousness. It is a natural river of energy that flows between 2 beings, an understanding, the concession of control and respect for power. Horsemanship is the eternal bond between human and animal, finding each other through the folds of time. It is undeniable, something that exists within you well before your first breath, the parting of ego and patience of pleasure, where 2 processes of thought become one love language of purpose, in a delicate balance of fear and joy, movement and quiet, until the world becomes only 2, and our language is spoken through hooves and heartbeats. Thank you all so very much.
Wow, what a beautiful presentation, Marisa, and thank you for joining with your quizzes. We've been known for each other lot for like 5 years or 6 years, maybe.
Yes.
I love both the poem. There's so much of clarity. Incredible. Thank you so much.
Keep joining, Marissa. You'll be looking forward. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Marissa Prada. Please welcome Devendra KC.
Good evening. Once again, very happy to be in front of all the very renowned poets. My poem says friendship about beyond all kinds of geographical boundaries, irrespective of any kinds of caste and culture, without any blood relations of maternal and paternal structure, there germinates and grows a true relationship that remains forever, which shows every kinds of supports during sorrow and happiness, that is friendship, not only in human beings but also within and among animals and man it exists. Hanumana and Sugriva, the monkeys, and vulture Jatayu, the bird, supported Rama to win war of truth against Ravana. Crossing the borders of rich and poor, Krishna and Sudama's relationship was real, not drama. Queen Kaikeyi sacrificed her finger when the flying machine of King Dasarath was about to crash. True friends are those who can support in every pain and never harass. Friendship grows within love and humanity. Let's create an atmosphere of harmony through poetry. There is a saying that poets can reach where even sun cannot reach. Jahan na pahuche Ravi, wahan pahuche Kabi. Love and humanity lies inside every heart, but one should properly treat. Let us spread friendship throughout the world. Service above self is a satisfaction of bold. Thank you.
About this situation about human being. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Devendra with his thought-provoking, wonderful poem. Please welcome Miss Meena Chauhan. Miss Meena Chauhan. Ma'am, please unmute your mic.
Okay. Sorry. So, good evening, Prasanna, or my dear all friends and poets. Good morning also. So, आजकल बहुत गर्मी है इंडिया में एंड इसके बीच में कभी कभी बारिश हो जाती है तो ठंडी हवा भी चलती है. तो उसमें मैंने एक छोटी सी हिंदी की कविता लिखी है. हवा. जब हवा चलती है तेज धूप में जब धरती जलती है परिश्रम पसीना बनकर बहती है. जीवन का कितना सुखद आनंद होता है जब मंद मंद शीतल हवा चलती है. जब हवा चलती है तेज धूप जब सिर पर चढ़ जाता है तब हवा गर्म हो जाता है. जीवन का कर्म हमेशा चलता रहता है. ये तो मौसम है हरदम बदलता रहता है. जब हवा चलती है इसका घर बार नहीं न प्रेमी न दुश्मन बड़ी मस्त मौला है. न कोई फिक्र न कोई डर. इसका घर बार नहीं न प्रेमी न दुश्मन बड़ी मस्त मौला है. न कोई फिक्र न कोई डर. जिधर चाहती है उधर घूम जाती है जब हवा चलती है. शहर गांव बस्ती नदी रेत निर्जन हरे खेत पोखर सभी को झुलाती झूमती चली जाती है. न रंग है इसका न रूप दूर उड़ी चली जाती है. हाथ किसी की नहीं आती जब हवा चलती है. युगों से गगन के बिना कष्ट श्रम से संभाले रहती है. यही है जो सभी प्राणियों को पिला प्रेम क्यों जिलाए रखती है. यही है जो सभी प्राणियों को पिला प्रेम जिलाए रखती है जब हवा चलती है, जब हवा चलती है।
जब हवा चलती है, जब हवा चलती है, बिल्कुल मैम, बहुत उम्दा पेशकश। प्लीज गिव a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Miss Meena Chauhan. Please welcome Mr. Mrinal Kanti Ghosh. Unmute your mic, sir, please. Please unmute your mic.
I am reading my first poetry. Can you hear me, please? I am reading
Yes,
my
sir,
first
please.
poetry, Night. The darkness night, gloom and silent. She loved me. I feel her beautiful and charming smiles. Delightful, busy and restless night. The stars are glittering the sky. Lonely grave. She called me to come near her grave. My tears come down. I was shocked in that night. My second poetry. Stricken grasses. In the grasses, I was feared to see you. Darkling fields we meet together. The beautiful and silent sleeping sea and blowing winds are looking careless and naughty. The distance keeps me apart from you. I feel a proudly vision. The glow of sunset, fleeting, I feel your dreams here every day and night. Thank you, President.
Beautiful, sir. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's always writing short pieces, but yeah, that's beautifully well. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Mr. Mrinal Kanti Ghosh. Please welcome. Yes, Swarna.
Did you call me, Prasanna?
Yes. Please go ahead, Swarna.
Okay. Hi, everyone. This is one I wrote a year ago. It's called Trials of a Broken Heart. So here goes. Your chest gets shredded into little pieces of gloom, and you feel the heaviness of doom. The world is topsy-turvy, and no matter what you do, it's all off balance. Nothing can be set back right in quite the same way. I sit in the dump yard of emotions, feeling the trash being poured on me, the waste product of a life I lived with you by my side. Now all that's left is the sacred sewage of a broken heart that is screaming at me to turn it into art. And I do. I paint, and I sing, and I dance, and I write. Oh, how I write. I write with the ink of my bleeding heart. Crimson letters designing a fresh world of beauty from ancient pain. A different kind of sunrise for the person I am becoming. Has every human felt this way before? Does it happen to everybody or just me? I hope it doesn't happen to everybody, but I hope it does. It would give me some solace when I lose the love of my life to the storms of insanity. It is not the loss of relationship that stings, but the hope of permanency that rings false now. Looking at the entire context of things, finding something eternal in life feels like a distant pipe dream. The light of hope is choking amongst the winds of change, and I feel the rage of every broken heart as I write poems of anger and loss and love that are set alight with truth so powerfully that beauty seems to be a possibility. The flames of wrath blaze through old designs of desire and clear the soil fertile for growth, so that one day when I catch a glimpse of him from the other side of the shop, the seed is planted, and when I feel him kiss me on my cheek, afraid to take it too fast, the hope of love blooms in my heart. A brand new dream world is born, and permanent or not, my heart beats for love once again.
Oh, it's Swarna, ink of bleeding heart. That's what you put in. My goodness. Give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was so nice. See, she's laughing. No, she's smiling. Yes, I could see that.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Oh, what a poem, what a poem. Please welcome Mr. Laxman Rao. Laxman Rao. I don't see him. I could go to Mehzabeen. Yes, another brilliant poet.
Okay. Should I say my poem now? Read my
Yes,
poem
yes,
now?
Mehzabeen Hussain, Miss
Okay,
Mehzabeen.
so this is a bit long, so I'm going to read only one poem. So, to give a brief note on this poem is that like 9 months after my son was born, I had got a wolf tattoo on my left hand. Okay. So, and that wolf tattoo is actually related to my experience of childbirth. What I felt when I didn't feel like a human anymore, I felt like an animal. It was giving birth like an animal. So it's on that. So the name of the poem is called The Wolf in Her. They told her to lie down as if birth were a whisper or a neat unfolding of petals by a bud. But the wolf in her stood up. She bared her teeth at the fluorescent lights, snarled at cold metal tools, and began pacing the cave of her bones. She had always been calm, poised, the kind of girl who folded silence into herself like linen sheets, who walked so softly that the world would not break underneath her feet. She believed in breath. Inhale, exhale, phew. No one expected it, not even her. She had always been composed, a girl of gentle silences and measured breaths. But the wolf had always been there in her, sleeping beneath her gentleness, curled like smoke beneath the curtains of her ribs, tucked beneath her collarbone. Not summoned by labor, but remembered by it. At first, the pain folded inwards like a moon collapsing into itself. It woke her with fire, with a thunder of blood and a crack of bones stretching towards revelation. They said, breathe like a human, but she breathed like fire its forests. She was not just a woman. She was a terrain ruptured by prophecy, spine crackling like ice breaking over a dark river, back arched like a thunderstruck tree. She did not scream at first. She breathed like she was taught. Inhale, exhale, phew. You know. But soon breath became growl, growl became roar. Her body bent, arched, remembered, her back a bow pulled by the gravity of something older than instruction. She was not a woman anymore. She was prophecy uncloaked. Hospitals are not made for beasts. The ceilings are too low and their beds too white. She could hear the forest inside her, her veins thick with sap, heart galloping across tundra, her mouth tasted of iron and soil as if she had bitten through centuries to reach her own birth. It was not panic. It was not fear. It was a splitting, a summoning, a tearing down of the gentle girl to reveal what had been waiting in her and beneath her grace all along. It was the wolf. Pain was not pain. It was a cracking open of ages, a howl that began in the marrow of her foremothers. She was not screaming, she was summoning. Every contraction was a drumbeat in the wilderness, echoing against the ribs of the earth. Each scream was a mantra, each gasp a psalm of marrow and flame. Her womb had become a shrine, lit by the flickering torches of ancestors. She was not a woman anymore. She was soil split by roots. She was blood, salt, breath. She was wilderness reclaiming herself. She was before language, before names, before shame. There were voices pressing words like wet leaves on her skin. Push, they said. But the wolf knew no commands. She unhinged her jaw. She tore time in half. Her legs became roots, withering through earth. Her spine became the ridge of a mountain. Her hips a canyon torn wide by rivers. And when he came, not crying, but glowing. Her own howl was etched in his face, the face of my son. The wolf in her licked the silence clean. She circled her once, twice, and the wolf laid down again. Not gone, just waiting for the next time she would need to remember how wild she truly is. Thank you, everyone.
Oh my God, Mehzabeen. Could you repeat that again? Oh my God. She's not just a woman, man. Come on, बाप रे बाप.
Yeah,
अच्छा, फिर पब्लिक डिमांड पर एक बार फिर से हो जाए.
So primeval, so primeval. I mean,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yes, you've completely, become what nature is. You have rejected all the feminism and the femininity and the femaleness that the society puts on us, and gone back to birth as it is, as nature births a flower every day.
There are some moments where we forget to act civilized. It was not. It is no longer required. No, we just.
Yeah.
It's just raw.
Everything is
just raw.
I mean, it's a very special poem. It's a very special poem. Thank you so much.
You should read once more. Coming.
It's too long. It's 4 pages. I was like, I thought twice before reading it. It's just too long.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
Extraordinary. That's
so beautiful and powerful. Mehzabeen has been. See, the kind of maternity. Always you relate labor pain and everything with, the kind of suffering side, Here is the emboldening voice coming up, the power in the woman coming up.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hope you can write another poem, which is showing the pleasure of motherhood.
Yeah, there are many poems actually, Mridula ma'am. There are many poems. I keep writing about my journey through pregnancy till now.
I think many women will relate to that. But, the pleasure afterwards, if that wasn't so, women wouldn't have children. They would stop after one. But it's a very fact that they forget those unpleasant experiences which you have recounted. I mean, it must be so traumatic, and bringing out your natural self, which we are always, very inhibited. And I think that's the beauty of poem.
Thank you so much.
I would really like to say something here, Mehzabeen, is that, you have really, I mean, it's a primeval poem. It's a poem about birth, a procreation. It's not really a becoming a mother or becoming anything or being anything. It's so primeval. And it's, our connection with nature. One of the things, I always notice is that when we write about nature, we write as an other. Oh, I love nature. What do you mean by I love nature? We are part of it. We are a product of this nature.
Yeah,
so I think, and the wolf, is a wonderful, image that you've created. Superb.
Yeah.
I think this. I would say it's an award-winning poem. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's a beautiful poem. Thank you so much. All ladies' heart. A beautiful poem. Beautiful.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mehzabeen. Thank you all out. Thank you. And please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Kenji Girl. Kenji Girl.
My name is Kenji Gun. I am from Kazakhstan. Ерте заманда Алтай тауларының етегінде ботагөз есімді кішкентай қыз өмір сүріпті. Ол өте ақ екен, оның жалғыз арманы бұрын көрмеген тылсым ағашты көру екен. Тылсым орманды әжесінің ертегісінен біліпті. Мына таудың арғы бетінде бір ғажайып ағаш бар. Ол ағаштың жапырақтары алтын түстес, ал жемісі әр адамның жүрегіндегі armanın orundaydı deydi әжесі. Бұл әңгімені күнде естісе де етегі деп жүріпті оның басында. Бірақ бір күні әжесі оған кішкентай қобдиша беріп, егер ол ағашқа баруға бел болсаң, бұл қобдиша жолда сенің серігің болады дейді. Қобдишаны қолына алған ботагөз үлкен шешімге келіп, ертесі сапарға шығады. Жол ұзақ әрі қиын болады. Биік таулардан асып, терең шатқалдардан өтеді. Бір күні жолай сөйлейтін тасқа кезігеді. Ару қыз, сен қайда барасың деп сұрайды тас. Мен тасым ағашты іздеп барамын дейді ботагөз. Онда саған менің ақылым қажет, жолымнан тайма, бірақ әр қиындықтан сабыр етуді үйрен дейді тас. Ботагөз тасқа алғысын айтып, жолын жалғастыра береді. Бір күні ауа райы қатты бұзылып, адасып қалады. Сол сәтте әжесі берген қобдишадан сәуле шашылып, алға деп бағыт көрсетеді. Қобдишадан кішкентай айна бар екен. Сол айна жолды жарық қылады. Бірнеше күннен кейін ботагөз ағашқа жетеді. Одан шынымен-ақ алтын түстес жапырақ көреді. Тылсым ағашқа жақындап, жүрегіндегі ең үлкен арманын айтады. Тілегінің орындалуын сұрайды. Әжем әрдайым бақытты болсын. Онымен бірге ұзақ өмір сүргім келеді дейді. Ол сыбырлап, сол сәт ағаштың бір жапырағы үзіліп түсіп, алтын моншаққа айналады. Ботагөз оны алып, үйіне келіп, әжесіне сыйға тартады. Ағаш оның жүрек қалауын орындаған екен. Сол күннен бастап әжесі денсаулығынан алаңдағанын қойып, әрдайым жадырап күліп жүретін болыпты. Содан бері ботагөз ертегісін ауыл балаларына айтып, олардың арманын тыңдауды әдетке айналдырыпты. Тылсым ағаш туралы аңыз болса, ұрпақтан ұрпаққа жалғасып бүгінге жетіпті. Thank you.
Thank you, Kanjigal. That was lovely indeed. I could see your, gestures and, beautiful, beautiful. Please give a round of applause. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Aydinkan Bostonawa. Aydinkan. Aydinkan. Aydinkan Bostonawa. Please unmute your mic. Aydinkan.
Good morning. My name is Aydinkan Bostonova. Soğuştun Jaradar ардагерлеріне. Ветераны Отечественной войны. Жеңіш майрам, шат күндер сайран құрып. Жашообуз гүлдөп, берет мен құбырып. Өткен соғыш қанжықты апаат күндер, көңілден өчі барат ұмытылып. Эстен кетпейт жадымда тарих бар, жарым жан қайтып келген жарадарлар, сүрөттөрүн көргөндө ардагерлер, тыз еттирип жүрөктү тызылдатар. Көрөмүн кыйналганын жарадардын, жакынын болбосо да кыйнабагын, боору менен жалганын буту колсуз, жанын кийип өзүмчө кыйналамын. Автоуна аялдама токтоп калат, жарадар жете албай акса барат, тиштенип аргасы жок чыдай албай, жыгач бутун сүдүрөп жайлап басат. Жаны соолор жетишет эки аттап, унаалар жүрүшөт го тынбай тактап, жете албай жарадар карап калат, жыгач буту таш жолдо так-так тик-так. Кээ бири эч күймөнбөй жетип келет, аргасыздан бир колдон чылым чегет, жакшы адамдар жаркырап күлүп туруп, жакын барып ширеңкесин жагы берет. Дару сезем бул согуштун ардагерин, дарттооруга эч моюн бербегенин, көргөндө жарадарды көөнүм жибип, көргүлө деп мен кайра шерденемин. Жеңиш майрам, шат күндөр сайран куруп, жашообуз гүлдө барат мен кулпуруп. Өткөн согуш кан жутту апаат күндөр, көңүлдөн өчү барат unutulup. Thank you.
Thank you. I didn't, we didn't, quite understand, but then we love your participation and joining the group and presenting.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, I can. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Molly Joseph.
Hi dear. Hi dear. Once again, happy to be with you. Today's poem, Swarna was harping on it, femininity. And then there came the powerful poem from our dear Mehzabeen. Let me just share my thoughts on woman and her power. To tie together both ends of the lace of the battered shoe of life. Who else is greater power than she, the tightrope walker with balancing steps? She fuses frictions at domestic, societal fronts, sponging inside the insult and injury to herself alone. Her guiding sixth sense to see into things man needs much in his rash rush of life. But human she is, longing for a knowing eye, a palpable pat, a warm hug. At times, marginalized to corners, margin to corners, she willingly becomes the canoe tied to the shores, the canoe tied to the shores, allowing the noisy, boastful boards to revel, dance with the waters of the sea. Thank you. Isn't
Excellent.
it enough? I think to be short is enough. Thank you, Prasanna.
Thank
Happy
you.
to be with you once again, enjoying every moment. Thank you.
Thank you, man. It's a pleasure to have you. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Santosh Bakaya.
Hello, can you hear me, Prasanna?
Yes, ma'am. Please, please
Okay.
go ahead.
Dr. Molly Joseph, that was a wonderful poem.
Thank
And
you.
all your poems are excellent.
Thank you, dear.
And good evening, sparkling poets. Namaskar to all of you. So the poem that I'm going to recite is New Horizons. I wrote it just now, sitting there inside my room. So the poem is New Horizons. How I love to wander untethered, unfettered, undeterred, ears attuned to a bird's call, the sloughing of a tree, graceful and tall, throwing back its green head and laughing with genuine merriment, eyes glued to the fall of a languorous leaf, falling, 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 straddling bikes, pedaling downhill with the breeze, removing the crease from the face, climbing uphill, huffing and puffing, roughing it out with sweaty smiles, going miles with backpacks, chilling, chilling, whistling a merry tune, going on hikes, campers all, with picnic hampers to pamper the palate, campers all, campers all. But who is it that I see riding into the valley of death, riding into the valley of death with both determination and nerve and gumption and verve? Who is it? Who is it? Don't you know there are others who, don't you know there are others who love adventure too? Don't you know there are others who love adventure too? Slaughtering people without a smidgen of remorse is an adventure for some, of course. Are they narcissistic sociopaths, cold, antiseptic eyes, flitting over the victims, freaks all, cruel serpents about to strike the prey? What fun, what adventure, absolute destruction, freaks all. Maybe to them, the blood of the killed smells of adventure. Maybe to them, the blood of the killed smells of adventure. Maybe the piteous wails falling into callous ears are adventure. Freaks all. For the overhead wheeling gulls, the undulating hills, snow-capped mountain peaks, they have no eyes. They have no eyes. Freaks all. But who cares? Who cares for these freaks? I'm interested in new adventures, coming to a sputtering awakening and bidding adieu to these ferocious freaks. Newer horizons I seek, shrugging off all unwanted load, shrugging off all unwanted load. With Walt Whitman, light-hearted, I take to the open road. Light-hearted, I take to the open road. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
As always, ma'am, you never fail to amaze us. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Santosh Bakaya. Please give a round of applause. Please welcome Dr. Ramakrishna Perivu. Please welcome Dr. Ramakrishna Perivu. Sir, please unmute your mic. It's not there, maybe. Okay, please welcome Dr. Miss Sophia Moses.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma'am, please.
Good evening, everybody. Today, I'm very elated to get this opportunity once again, and I'm going to recite a poem on women care. Women, take care. You are the maker of your progeny. You perspire and toil. You produce, you design. The hidden contractions bleed the birth of an egg. And red woes, no one knows. The soft cushion you bed in abdomen, embedded with cramps of scarlet to nourish undestined lineage, a provision to motherhood journey. The world mutes your story of unknown existence. Your uterus bleeds and whispers, inheritance from mothers to daughters. In fertile stage of wedlock, your womb, unborn fleshy embryos. Miscarriages go to your credit. Anemias and nauseas hit a swipe of 9 months. Your 7 layers scissored, muscles tear and bleeding repairs, pelvic breaks and hysteric pains, a writhing pain, you get a gift, a return gift, an offspring cute. Your vexes of labor vanish in air. After a few months, the story repeats, the woes of a woman's health, known yet unknown. Cuts and bleeds, you join your job of a mother, a wife, a daughter. Years later, your uterus pause, psychological pains of unleash, with brittle bones and frozen shoulders, physical traumas and mood swings, burden responsibilities of family. Oh, woman, secure your health, treasure it as wealth, unwrap the tales of stigmas and shame. Your cramps are not swords, it is the bloody cry of untold words. Make health your priority and pamper yourself with dignity. So, women, take care. Thank you, sir. That's the poem.
Again, on women, beautiful and very powerful piece. You know, it's like, please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was a beautiful. What do I say? Please give a round of applause. Please welcome Miss Swarna P. Miss
Good evening,
Swarna.
all of you. Sir, good evening. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Please go ahead.
Mm. Good evening to all of you. I'm very much happy to be here. I listened all the wonderful poems. Sophia Moses, ma'am, very wonderful and excellent poem about the movement. I'm very much happy to be here to listen to all these wonderful poems. Now I would like to read a Telugu poem. It's on the um, It's about nature and cascading of waterfalls. So, the title of the poem is Prema Paravallu. ఈ సెలయేటి పరవళ్ళు నా సిరిమువ్వల కేరింతలు. ఈ సెలయేటి పరవళ్ళు నా సిరిమువ్వల కేరింతలు. పారే సెలయేటిలో నీ పదముల ఒడిలో నా పాదములు తడిసి ముద్దైన జడిలో నా మువ్వల సడి నీ గుండె పదనిసలకు మౌనంగా నర్తించే అలజడిలో నా తనువు ఊగింది, నా మేను పరవశించింది. ఈ సెలయేటి పరవళ్ళు నా సిరిమువ్వల కేరింతలు. గమ్యం తెలియని నా పాద పద్మములకు గమనము నీవై నీ చల్లని స్పర్శ ఓదార్పునిచ్చింది. శిలలైన నా సిరిమువ్వలు నా నీ సెలయేటి రాళ్ల చుంబనలకు నర్తించే ఈ సెలయేటి చోటు. శిలలైన ఈ నా సిరిమువ్వలు నీ సెలయేటి రాళ్ల చుంబనలకు నర్తించే సెలయేటి చోటి నా పరువాలు నీటి నీ ప్రేమ అలజడిలో. So thank you all. Thank you for listening to my poem.
Beautiful, beautiful, very lovely, lovely rendition, ma'am. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends.
చాలా బాగుంది సువర్ణ గారు.
Thank you,
కవితలు
sir.
చాలా బాగుంది.
This I have written recently when I went to Switzerland. My anklets were in the water, and with that, by seeing that, I have written.
So beautiful.
Whatever I felt in the water, I have written. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks for being on the show. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik.
Good morning, good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Gangalaxmi Patnaik from India. Want to highlight about the plantation of trees to save the environment. The poem runs like this. Title of the poem is Our Love Witness. Our Love Witness. On the day we climbed up the tree to inhale fresh air to breathe in freely. On the day we climbed up the tree to inhale fresh air to breathe in freely, laugh madly, his breath wafting mine, my breath inflaming withered leaves sticking to his eyebrows. Laugh madly, his breath wafting mine, my breath inflaming withered leaves sticking to his eyebrows. Leaves whisper, not yet, speak of love. Branches reach to sky above. Sunlight filters through their dance, find our love talks. Leaves whisper not, yet speak of love. Branches reach to sky above. Sunlight filters through their dance, find our love talks. Seasons change, trees remain through storms. Wind, sun, rain, our conjugal love witness. Seasons change, trees remain through storms, winds, sun, rain, our conjugal love witness. How long he and I were there on the tree, I do not remember. How long he and I were there on the tree, I do not remember. But very sad these days, there are no trees, hence no climbing, either no love on tree neither. But very sad these days, there are no trees, hence no climbing either, no love on tree neither. I could not listen the sweet love songs of trees that roll off their branches and echo out to all of us. I could not listen the sweet love songs of trees that roll off their branches and echo out to all of us. Thanks, friends, for your patience and attention towards the poem. Thank you.
That's exactly true, ma'am. Whatever you said, it's what nowadays the way it is going. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Very thoughtful. Please welcome Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik. Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik.
Thank you, Prasanna sir, for inviting me to recite my poem. my poem's title is Love Grows in Silence. Can you hear me? Am I audible, sir?
Sir, please go ahead.
Just a minute.
Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah. The title of my poem is Love Grows in Silence. It's a small love poem. Love's symphony, though inaudible, moves in passionate air. Love grows in silence beneath effulgent moon, glimmering stars. Murmuring through gentle breeze without utterances. Silence enhances love, strength, and emotional perception. Two souls mingle in divine entity through silent meditation. In serene tranquility, poets scribble self-resonating verses. Mind and soul dance to mellifluous love tunes. Love's melody flows through spring's whispering reeds. Love moves silently, quite mysterious, amidst lilting tunes. Like rhythmic soulful tunes of Maestro Beethoven, love echoes in supersonic space, swifter than fluorescence, circumnavigant moon and back in blink of eyes. And that is the end of my poem about love.
Wow, such a subtle and soothing, rendition. Nice poem, beautiful, sir. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Mr. Shyamaprasad Patnaik. Please welcome Ms. Shobha Deshpande. Mr. Sai Chandrasekhar. Mr. Sai Chandrasekhar.
Good evening, sir. Good evening to all of you. I am Sai Chandrasekhar. My poem, In the Garden of Waiting. In the Garden of Waiting. In that garden, blooming fair, I plucked the jasmines, sweet the care. The scent now lingers on the breeze, a whispered sigh among the trees. The wind, it stirs the dice sway. Your thoughts within me spin and play. But don't you know, my smile is shy, it hides your absence, wonders why. In a flood of dreams I drown, a marigold still curled and down, each drop of longing gently weaves, mysteries clinging to silken leaves. Among the flowers, soft refrains, sweet melodies in floral veins. They call for you with fragrant rays, the heart's own lute a silent pace. These eyes wait and quietly bear the weight of stares that fill the air. Each moment slips both slow and fleet, the road ahead, the heart's heartbeat. Upon the throne of hope stay, a lone boat lost in twilight's bay. Will you come take me hand in hand to sail with you through love's land? Just grant me space within your soul, valley deep, my final goal, where dreams and silence intertwine, and you at last may call me mine. This is my poem, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was a love poem. Wow, beautifully read as well. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Please welcome Miss Shobha Deshpande.
Namaskar. Good evening. I'm Marathi. पावसाळा पावसा आला ग बाई पावसाळा पावसाळा नदी भरून वाहून मेघ जोरात मेघ जोरात गरजतात. लहान मुलं वयोवृद्ध घाबरतात. लहान मुलं वयोवृद्ध घाबरतात. पावसाळा ग बाई पावसाळा, पावसाळा ग बाई पावसाळा. कधी तुफान येतो, कधी वादळ येतो. कधी तुफान येतो, कधी वादळ येतो. कधी न थांबता एकसारखा पाऊस पडतो. कधी न थांबता एकसारखा पाऊस पडतो. त्याला मुसळधार पाऊस म्हणतात. त्याला मुसळधार पाऊस म्हणतात. मोऱ्या वाहून जातात, रस्ता चिकट होतो. मोऱ्या वाहून जातात, रस्ता चिकट होतो. पावसाळा ग बाई पावसाळा, आला ग बाई पावसाळा. मुलांना जहाज करून पाण्यात खेळायला मिळतो. मुलांना जहाज करून पाण्यात खेळायला मिळतो. पुस्तकी काय वया भिजतात म्हणून लहानांना भीती नसतं. पुस्तकी वया भिजतात म्हणून लहानांना भीती नसतं. पावसात भिजून आनंद वाटतो. पावसात भिजून आनंद वाटतो. सर्दी ताप येतो ग बाई, सर्दी ताप येतो ग बाई. डॉक्टर पेशंट साठी बघतात ग बाई. डॉक्टर पेशंट साठी बघतात ग बाई. पाऊस आला ग बाई, पावसाळा आला ग बाई. शेतकरी अवकाळी पावसाला बघून घाबरतात. शेतकरी पावसाळा बघून घाबरतात. चहूकडे हिरवे पानं दिसून येतात. चहूकडे हिरवे पानं दिसून येतात. चारी बगीचे सुंदरात वाढून दिसते. चार बगीचे फुलांनी अति सुंदर दिसते. हिरवे हिरवे झाडांनी अति सुंदर दिसते. आला ग बाई पावसाळा, आला ग बाई. रोजचे कपडे वाळत नाहीत. रोजचे कपडे वाळत नाहीत. सूर्य भगवान दिसत नाही. सूर्य भगवान दिसत नाही. गरम गरम खाणे आवडते. गरम गरम खायला आवडते. काही काम करण्यास नको वाटते. काही काम करण्यास नको वाटते. पावसाळा ग बाई पावसाळा, आला ग बाई पावसाळा. धन्यवाद आपको प्रसन्ना जी.
थैंक यू मैम.
सभी साथियों को भी धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद मैम, थैंक यू मराठी में पढ़ने के लिए, शुक्रिया. और प्लीज गिव अ राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज माय डियर फ्रेंड्स. दैट वाज शोभा, मिस शोभा देशपांडे. प्लीज वेलकम our mentor Dr. Rupali Sircar Gaur.
Thank you, Prasanna. And good evening, dear friends. I'm glad you called me Prasanna because I think I'm running out of power in the battery. I don't know really whether to read a Hindi poem or an English one, but I think today there's been a lot of poems about nature. And I do want to share that, it is a matter of concern that we see ourselves separate from nature. And so very happy that there have been poets here today who have actually been part of nature. We are part of, we're not a different species, it's one of them. So this poem has been published by Aurobindo Ganga, and it's called The Silent Syllables of the Heart. Here it is. So this poem is called I Fell in Love. Now, because I live in a house where I have let the trees grow, so dear Gangalaxmi, you will be happy to be here with me. We have tons of trees, tons of them growing. And the place is full of butterflies and peacocks and birds of all kinds. So I fell in love. I looked at the chrome yellow butterfly straight in the eye and fell in love. The sweet honey it sipped from the blue cornflower dripped inside me, and I flew from one flower to another, spreading love. I found the hummingbird dipping and sipping nectar from the red hibiscus. Its flurried, hurried wings kept it afloat. Ah, I did hear it softly humming a song of love. The glittering green polly parrot let out a shrill call to its mate to taste the juicy strawberries. In sharing, there is caring and love. Mother Robin's love is pouring out in a lullaby. Love is mirrored in the trembling tear light, a dewdrop splashed on the green grass. Filled with longing, the red rose blooms, spreading its heady fragrance for swooning lovers. Somewhere, the peacock dances a tango, crying aloud for a partner. Earth moves with deep devotion around its beloved Surya, whose rays set aflame Prakriti's passionate longing. And when the rains come, pelting down, the clouds murmur words of love. Drenched in love, the earth turns emerald green. So when I look out at the forest that grows around my house, all I see is a lot of love making. You know, the same thing of the wolf and the woman. And there was another poem that was read today about what the female body goes through. It's all ecofeminism here. Thank you so much. Now, if you let, am I supposed to read another poem, Prasanna?
Yes, please.
Huh?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so this,
Please go ahead.
so I'm not taking up time, right? Okay, so this is about the house. The house in which I live is a heritage house, and it has a colonial past. So this is in Hindi. जिस घर में मैं रहती हूँ, जिस घर में मैं रहती हूँ, उस घर ने बहुत कुछ देखा है। कहते हैं इस घर ने इतिहास का पन्ना पलटा है। अब उसकी ही जुबान से सुन लो, हम इन दीवारों ने क्या क्या देखा है। कहते हैं यहाँ पर बाग बगीचा खिलते थे, चारों तरफ हरियाली थी और अस्तबल में घोड़े हिन हिनाते थे। राजा गोरा और प्रजा काली, अंग्रेजों की हुकूमत थी। माल रोड पे सिर्फ गोरे ही टहल सकते थे। किसानों की जमीन हड़प कर उस पर लगान लगाने वाले सिपाहियों को चर्बी घिसा चबाकर बंदूकों में डलवाते थे। देश हमारा बंदूक तुम्हारा, ये ना होने देंगे हम। ये सोचकर कफन पहनकर निकल पड़े काली पलटन वाले। सदर बाजार से जंग शुरू हुई, फिर तोप खाने में घुस गए और गोलियों की बौछार की। तब लाल कुर्सी बाजार में अंग्रेजों ने डट कर वार किया। इस घर ने क्या क्या देखा है। यह मंगल पांडे ने आजादी का ऐलान किया, तब शंख बजा बजा कर काली पलटन वालों ने काट दिया अफसरों का सर। जब हिंसा और हाहाकार मची तो गिरजाघर में चले गए और तलवारों से काट दिया माता और बच्चों का सर। उस दिन हिंद सेनानियों ने ओढ़ लिया था हिंसा और शर्म की चादर, और खून के छींटे पड़ गए भारत की पहले स्वाधीनता संग्राम पर। सन 57 के वीर सिपाही सदियों बीत चुकी हैं अब, फिर भी ताला लगी हुई है उस दर्द भरी दरवाजे पर। जो लोग इस घर में रहते थे वो लोग भय से कांप उठे। इस घर ने बहुत कुछ देखा है। फिर एक ऐसा दिन भी आया जब अंग्रेजी राज का सूरज अस्त हुआ। लाठियों का दर्द पीठ लिए साबरमती का संत दांडी गया। कुछ सालों बाद मस्त गगन के उन्मत्त सिपाही। Now my husband's family are 4 generations of soldiers, and so they came to live in this house. तो कुछ सालों बाद मस्त गगन के उन्मत्त सिपाही स्वाधीन भारत का जोश लिए इस घर में बसने आ ही गए। आज आजाद देश के वीर सिपाही जिनके हाथ में बंदूक है, मातृभूमि की रक्षा करने हर पल वो तैयार हैं। इस घर ने बहुत कुछ देखा है, अब सुख की सांस ले सकता है, अब सुख की सांस ले सकता है। थैंक यू।
इस घर ने बहुत कुछ देख चुका है और सह चुका है, झेल चुका है। क्या बात है मैम।
Thank you so much.
And you should have a special segment on ecofeminism. I mean, and sharing by Mehzabeen and all. So I wish.
Yeah, have a poetry festival here.
Yeah. But that's wonderful, ma'am. You know, nature, we love. flourishing. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Dr. Rupali Sircar Gaur. Please welcome Maria Alvera.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I am happy to be with you all, bards and friends. Indeed, it's a privilege to be participating in another session of the Fertile Brands platform. Thank you, Prasanna Ji, for the invite. And as you all know, we celebrated a few days ago Environment Day. And my piece for today, it's about something that puts in danger environment, plastic material. In a certain way, plastic material turns our life easier, but it's not good for nature. The title of my poem is Plastic Progressive Curse. Plastic material creates a resolution. Everybody thought life would be easier. Food, beverage, packaged safe and healthier. Everything clean on the reach of hands. Shelves in the supermarket, a real beauty. Plastic bags for fruit and meat. Wow, plastic pots of cakes. Yummy. Paying the bill, cashiers hand you a full plastic bag. Oh no, things had a terrible twist. Dumping litter everywhere, oceans full of plastic material, fish endangered. A bite on plastic material looks good. Oceanic fauna is dying because of plastic material. In the stomach, no digestion. I think the laminated material, a knife in the fauna belly. Oceanic animals die before the right time. Do you know how long does plastic take to decomposition? Astonished 400 years. And PET bottles, 1,000 years. It's time to review attitudes for better environment. Thank you very much. Thank you.
That's profound. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Maria joining us from Argentina. Please give a round of applause. Kermit Morris has joined us for the first time. Kermit, please unmute your mic. Kermit Morris. We'll go to next poet, Miss Heera Nawaz. Miss Heera Nawaz.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Namaste. Good evening, everybody. My name is Miss Heera Nawaz, and I was amazed at all the nature poems written by all the illustrious poets and poetesses, and it was truly amazing. Now I'm going to recite a poem on a completely different theme. It's called Inner Peace. For the balance and equilibrium of my body, mind, heart, and soul, I need inner sublime peace. For peace in ruckus is like an oasis in the desert, which makes me holistically healthy and provides an emotional release. Inner peace is attained by me via the powerful magical forces of God-ordained, calm, serene, and blissful nature, which is a more viable method of gaining spirituality than through cumbersome mitigation or legislature. Nature is indeed God's handwriting on earth, which is prolifically spelled out
Ma'am, please unmute your mic. It has gone. Please unmute your mic. Heera ma'am, please unmute your mic. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, yes. I'll go ahead. Nature is indeed God's handwriting on earth, which is prolifically spelled out by mountains, rivers, and trees, all of which is washed down by periodic rain, followed by filtering sunlight and rainbows permeating a pleasant breeze. I also find inner peace by keeping a daily scribble diary and several notebooks. These personal guided books help in releasing my pent up baggage of emotional traumatic feelings. Never mind looks. I get inner peace by expressing my attitude of gratitude through books of philosophy, which I voraciously read. It matters not what one's IQ or EQ is, or even what one's country, religion, caste, race, or creed. In our troubled world, my friend introduced me to attaining inner peace and calm poise by quiet meditation, which entails a peaceful, healthy retreat in the realm of inner consciousness without any curbing hesitation. She introduced me to Vipassana meditation, which is nothing but a peaceful journey while one closes one's eyes to think, focusing on one's breath in and out while disciplining one's thoughts and emotions, all without even a blink. I find a good way of attaining inner peace is by doing vigorous aerobic exercises that make me profusely sweat. This stalls my low mood and energy while buoying my positivity, hope, and succor, and makes me much less fret. Inner peace is attained as when I exercise and then release plenty of feel good endorphins at work. This helps in energizing me and helps me in building my verve and confidence, for never will I duty shirk. Indeed, I follow these requisites to attain inner peace, and it makes me realize beautiful dreams of serene and calm as I forcefully introspect that in doing the above, I am able to communicate one on one to God like a healthy balm. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about my smartphone.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Love your poem. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Miss Heera Nawaz. Hello, Kermit. Are you ready to read out your poem? Kermit Morris. Morris. Kermit. Are you reading or just in being an audience? Okay. Please welcome Miss Saraswati Poswal.
Good morning, good evening, namaskar, sat sri akal, adab, salam. Thank you so much, K. Kumar ji. Wonderful listening to all the luminaries, very beautiful poems, everyone reciting on nature. So I'll go with the one of my poem today. It's on ocean. You are a vast ocean. The title of my poem is You are a vast ocean. You are a vast ocean and myself a small drop in your waves. You are a vast ocean and myself a small drop in your waves. You can't see me at once. You can't see me at once as I slip from your hands now and then. You can't see me at once as I slip from your hands now and then. You have million waves. You have million waves to lift you and embrace. You have million waves to lift you and embrace. How can I quench your thirst? How can I quench your thirst? I'm still a small drop in your waves. I'm still a small drop in your waves. Believe every tiny drop has its alarms. Believe every tiny drop has its alarms. Just carry me with care in your arms. Just carry me with care in your arms. Your move prevails every drop. Your move prevails every drop to cuddle and embrace you with rhythm. Your move prevails every drop to cuddle and embrace with rhythm. My movements are boundless. My movements are boundless with every rhythmic revelation. My movements are boundless with every rhythmic revelation. Profound is the slumber you snuggle. Profound in slumber you snuggle every dissolution with bliss. Why you nurture every barren beach. Why you nurture every barren beach. I'm tiny drop looking for love. I'm tiny drop looking for love. You make me gush and flutter. Deeply entangled with ups and downs. Deeply entangled with ups and downs. My pleasure echoes out of your reach. My pleasure echoes out of your reach. Okay, can I go with one Hindi?
Go ahead, go ahead.
Thank you. This is a bhajan. So actually, I was prepared for a poem, but I'm not finding it. It's written recently, so I'll go with this bhajan. I'm keen to आपको सुनाना चाह रही हूँ मैं. कोई जाए जो वृंदावन मेरा पैगाम ले जाना. कोई जाए जो वृंदावन मेरा पैगाम ले जाना. मैं खुद तो जा नहीं पाऊं मेरा प्रणाम ले जाना. मैं खुद तो जा नहीं पाऊं मेरा प्रणाम ले जाना. कोई जाए जो वृंदावन मेरा पैगाम ले जाना. मैं खुद तो जा नहीं पाऊं मेरा प्रणाम ले जाना. ये कहना मुरली वाले से मुझे तुम कब बुलाओगे. ये कहना मुरली वाले से मुझे तुम कब बुलाओगे. पड़े जो जाल माया के उन्हें तुम कब छुड़ाओगे. पड़े जो जाल माया के उन्हें तुम कब छुड़ाओगे. मुझे इस घोर दलदल से मेरे भगवान ले जाना. मुझे इस घोर दलदल से मेरे भगवान ले जाना. कोई जाए जो वृंदावन मेरा पैगाम ले जाना. जब उनके सामने जाओ तो उनको देखते रहना. जब उनके सामने जाओ तो उनको देखते रहना. मेरा जो हाल पूछे तो जुबां से कुछ नहीं कहना. मेरा जो हाल पूछे तो जुबां से कुछ नहीं कहना. बहा देना कुछ एक आंसू मेरी पहचान ले जाना. बहा देना कुछ एक आंसू मेरी पहचान ले जाना. कोई जाए जो वृंदावन मेरा पैगाम ले जाना. कोई जाए जो वृंदावन मेरा पैगाम ले जाना. चुराते जाग कर देखे मेरे सब ख्वाब ले जाना. चुराते जाग कर देखे
मेरे सब ख्वाब ले जाना, मेरे आंसू तड़प मेरी, मेरे सब भाव ले जाना, मेरे आंसू तड़प मेरी, मेरे सब भाव ले जाना, ना ले जाओ अगर मुझको, मेरा सामान ले जाना, ना ले जाओ अगर मुझको, मेरा सामान ले जाना, कोई जाए जो वृंदावन, मेरा पैगाम ले जाना, मैं भटकूं दर बदर प्यारे, जो तेरे मन में आए कर, मैं भटकूं दर बदर प्यारे, जो तेरे मन में आए कर, मेरी जो सांसें अंतिम हो, वो निकले तेरी चौखट पर, मेरी जो सांसें अंतिम हो, वो निकले तेरी चौखट पर, हरिदास हूँ तेरी, मुझे बिन दाम ले जाना, हरिदासी हूँ मैं तेरी, मुझे बिन दाम ले जाना, जो कोई जाए वृंदावन, मेरा पैगाम ले जाना, जो कोई जाए वृंदावन, मेरा पैगाम ले जाना, मैं खुद तो जा नहीं पाऊं, मेरा प्रणाम ले जाना, मैं खुद तो जा नहीं पाऊं, मेरा प्रणाम ले जाना। जय जय श्री राधे श्याम टू ऑल।
Excellent, man. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. That was Miss Saraswati Poswal. Please welcome Miss Millie Das. Miss Millie Das.
Hello, hello.
Yes, ma'am. Please
Hello.
go ahead.
Good evening. I am out of oil. I can't open the camera today. Please excuse me. Good evening to all of you. Good evening, Prasanna ji and Rupali ma'am and all of the poets. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Okay, I am going through my poem, Hearing the Voice. When I standing alone on the sandy ground of the desert in the dark, I can hear the silent wandering of your feet. I hear the sound of your anklets. When I sit alone in the oasis, talk to nature, suddenly I saw your shadow. As far as I am running to touch you, you are moving so far. Standing in the middle of an isolated land, I notice the sound of the ocean waves. I can hear the voice. For many decades, a frightening voice has haunted me, but I couldn't find anything. Are you still alive? Is your existence will still awake in the heart of this desert? Even today, when I sit alone in the hot sun, in the rain, in the winter, in the desert, in the sea, in the mountain, in the forest, in the river, I can still hear the voice. I can still hear the voice. Thank you so much, Prasanna ji.
Marvelous. Thank you for joining. Please give a round of applause.
Okay,
Please
thank you
welcome
so
Dr.
much.
Radhashri. Dr. Radhashri.
Namaste, sir. I am very much thankful to Prasanna Kumar. Today, my poem is a word, Mata. మాటయే నిలబెట్ట మహిళో హరిశ్చంద్రు సత్యసంధత నెల్ల జనులు బొగడ మాటయే నిలబెట్ట మహితోన్నతము చేసే శ్రీరామచంద్రుని చిరయశమును మాటయే నిలబెట్ట మధుసూధను నిబోధ విశ్వము కీర్తించు విమలగతిన మాటయే నిలబెట్టు మానవ జాతిని తగు రీతి విలువలు తప్పకుండా మాటకున్నట్టి చలువను తేట పరుప మాటకున్నట్టి విలువను మహికి తెలుప మాటలాడంగవలయును మనసు విప్పి మాటలాడంగవలయును మర్మమెరిగి. మీన్స్ even in the first yuga, Kruta yuga, Harishchandra has taken so much pains to keep up his word. In Treta yuga, Ramachandra has taken so much pains to keep up his word. In Dwapara yuga, Sri Krishna has told one word, Gita, do your duty. Because of that, he has become so much lovable even today. Even in this Kali Yuga, we have to accept, we have to keep our promises. Once we have told something, you have to stick to it. This is the meaning of the poem. Word, Mata, the greatness of a word. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for coming and thank you for presenting your beautiful sound. Please give a round of applause. Please welcome Miss Priyanka Niyogi. Miss Priya.
Hello.
Yes,
are you
ma'am.
listening to me?
Yes.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good again. Please go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you. Are you listening to me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
Okay. Poem name Nobel. Poet Priyanka Niyogi. The name of the Nobel is very famous. This tire also varies. The quality is also low. Nobel in the quality of the job and purpose, with the good will of the behavior of the youth. Move in the Pearl method to create a beautiful chain. In the display of the chain, the rules of the chain. The stars are also expanded in the thought, in the description of magnanimous generosity. In destiny, in the inflamed charm. In setting the example in infinity, the family exemplifies the noble family in the mutual respect of each member of the family. It will be possible. Noble mentality, noble presentation, noble dedication. Noble expression should create noble looking, noble touch in smartness, to handle yourself at the noble, to keep yourself wrapped in the noble, whole life lives in noble. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Priyanka. Thank you for your presentation. And now that brings us to the end of the session. But before leaving, we'll have a flavor of classical Kannada from you, the voice of Dr. Raghunandan. Please give a round of applause to Dr. Miss Priyanka Niyogi. Yes, Dr. Raghunandan, please go ahead.
ಕವಿತೆಯ ಹೆಸರು ಚುಕ್ಕಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಮೈ ಕನ್ನಡ ಪೋಯಮ್. ಚುಕ್ಕಿ. ಚುಕ್ಕಿ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್. I'm audible, Prasanna?
Please go ahead.
ನೋಡಲು ಚುಕ್ಕಿ ಹಾರುವ ಹಕ್ಕಿ, ಒಳಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ ಕಿಡಿಯ ಕಣ. ಒಳಮೈ ಹಸಿರು ಜೀವರುಣ, ಹೊರಮೈ ಬೆಳಕು ಭಾವರುಣ. ನೋಡಲು ಚುಕ್ಕಿ ಹಾರುವ ಹಕ್ಕಿ, ಒಳಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ ಕಿಡಿಯ ಕಣ. ಅರುಣಾಭರಣ ಗಿರಿವನ ಸುಮಕೆ, ಹಸಿರಾಭರಣ ಖಗ ಮೃಗ ಹುಳಕೆ. ನೆಲಕ್ಕೆ ಭುವಿಯು, ಭುವಿಗೆ ಮುಗಿಲು, ಮುಗಿಲಿಗೆ ಚುಕ್ಕಿಯೇ ಜೀವ ಕಣ. ನೋಡಲು ಚುಕ್ಕಿ ಬೆಡಗೆ ಬೆಡಗು, ಹಾರಲು ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಕಾಣದು ಸೊಬಗು. ನೋಡಲು ಚುಕ್ಕಿ ಬೆಡಗೆ ಬೆಡಗು, ಹಾರಲು ಹಕ್ಕಿ ಕಾಣದು ಸೊಬಗು. ಹಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಚುಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಕಣ್ಣು, ನೋಟದ ಗಾತ್ರ ಹಿರಿದು ಕಣ್ಣು. ನೋಟದ ಗಾತ್ರ ಹಿರಿದು ಕಣ್ಣು. ಚುಕ್ಕಿಯ ಬೇರು ಶಕ್ತಿಯ ಶಕ್ತಿ, ಕಾಯಕ ಭಕ್ತಿಯು ಯೋಗಿ ಕಣ. ಒಳಗು ಹೊರಗು ಹೊರಗು ಒಳಗು, ಬೆಳಕಿನ ಕಿರಣ ಚುಕ್ಕಿ ಕಣ. ಕಾಣದು ಒಳಗಿನ ಬೆಳಕಿನ ದೀಪದ ತೈಲದ ಕಡಲಿನ ಮೂಲ ಕಣ. ಶೈಲದ ಮೇಲಿನ ಚುಕ್ಕಿಯು ಹಕ್ಕಿಯು, ಬದುಕಿನ ಬೇರಿಗೆ ಬದುಕಿ ಕಣ. ನೋಡಲು ಚುಕ್ಕಿ ಹಾರುವ ಹಕ್ಕಿ, ಒಳಗಿದೆ ನೋಡ ಕಿಡಿಯ ಕಣ, ಕಿಡಿಯ ಕಣ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
That is something so beautiful. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends. Sir, if you could give us a little bit gist of the poem in English, if you could.
That's I'll Nodalu Chiki. If watch star, it's a small. Bird eyes is also very small, but it's watch everything. So star and bird both are equal. I'm telling like this. The next session I'll translate. I'll make this translation and put in the group and everywhere. It's very good poem in Kannada. Thank you.
Yeah, I could sense that. It's so beautiful. So that brings us to the end of the show. I think I could just present a small piece. Misery. I don't know. Oh, what a time. I mean, I could see much unfolding on this terrain. Why am I feeling morose with no shine? How the time has changed. I am wondering within. Where has that breeze gone? Where is the love that I used to thrive on? My God, what I'm seeing now, nothing is left in the scene of the sensible human. Humanity is losing its sheen. What's happening? I'm unable to think as I'm stuck in this spin. Oh my God, please save me from this pain. Thank you. That's misery. I'm beating it.
You make us happy. You make us very happy.
Very good.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay,
Excellent,
thank you.
sir. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you, Raghunandan sir, and thank you, Kermit and Mehzabeen for your poem, and Devendra sir, and all the
Yeah, she's a poet of the day.
Poet of the day. Oh yeah, they should announce that. Yes, Mehzabeen. Please give a round of applause, my dear friends.
Thank you so much. That's a surprise.
Thank you, Prasanna.
I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Prasanna ji.
Bye.